Hello students of class 5. Welcome back to our first video class for third term syllabus of your social studies. Today we are going to learn social studies chapter 4 about weather and climate. In this chapter we have 4 objectives to learn. Firstly, learn about weather. Secondly, about climate. Thirdly, factors that determine climate. Fourthly, heat temperature zones. First of all, let us learn and discuss about weather. Weather is an hour-to-hour and day-to-day condition of the atmosphere. We sometimes experience different weather during the same day because weather always changes. It may be sunny in the morning and then in the afternoon there may be rainfall. The changes in weather conditions that sustain over a long period make seasons. We receive cold weather during winter season, hot weather during summer, and rainy weather during monsoon seasons. Now let us discuss about climate. Climate is the average condition of a place over a long period of time. Some places are cold, some places are hot. For example, in the Himalayan regions, they have cold climatic condition, while in Rajasthan, they have hot climatic condition. Students, I hope you understood about climate. Now let us discuss about the factors that determine climate. Climate of a region or a place is determined by many factors. Number 1, distance from the equator. Number 2, height above sea level. Number 3, distance from the sea. Number 4, direction of the winds. Number 5, humidity. Let us discuss number 1, distance from the equator. The area near the equator gets direct heat from the sun and is thus hotter than the rest of the areas. The more we move away from the equator, the sun rays are slanting over large areas and this makes the climate less hot. Number 2, height above sea level. The place which is higher in height than the sea level is called the altitude of the place. The temperature of the air decreases with increase in altitude. This is why mountainous areas like Himalayas have cold temperature and are covered with snow throughout the year. Number 3, distance from the sea. The distance of a region from the sea also determines the climatic condition of that region. The region near the sea have a moderate climate. This is due to land and sea breeze. For example, Mumbai is closer to equator than Delhi, but because it is situated on the sea coast, it has moderate climate. Number 4, direction of the winds. Direction of the winds also influence the weather of a place. The winds coming from the cold region, when it blows to hotter region, decrease the temperature of that place. In the same way, the winds coming from hot regions increase the temperature of the region over which it blows. The wind coming from the sea carries lots of moisture and so it makes the place humid. Number 5, humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. The air over the equator has lots of water vapor due to rapid evaporation of the ocean water. This causes heavy rain in the area, so the climate near the equator is hot and receives lots of rainfall. While desert areas are formed in places far away from equator, so it has very little humidity and little rainfall. Let us discuss heat temperature zones. The Earth can be divided into 3 heat or temperature zones depending on the intensity of heat it receives. They are number 1, torrid zone, number 2, the temperature zone, number 3, the frigid zone. Number 1. Torrid Zone. It is also known as Torrid Zone. It extends from Tropic of Cancer in the north up to Tropic of Capricorn in the south. The climate in this zone is hot and wet throughout the year. Number 2. The Temperate Zone. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle, and between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle form the Temperate Zone. This circle receives slanting rays of the sun, therefore the climate is neither too hot nor too cold. They have cold winters and mild summers. Number 3. The Frigid Zone. The frigid zone is also known as the polar zone. It receives steep and slanted rays of the sun. The area lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere is called North Frigid Zone. The area which lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere is called the South Frigid Zone. This zone is extremely cold throughout the year. Students, I hope you understood today's lesson. Please do visit the school website and take all the notes from this chapter. Thank you all.